What's up, everybody? Alex here with Red and Awake. Right now I'm going home from work. It's 10:20 p.m. here in New Jersey. And why not, right? Gotta take advantage of these beautiful days because we only get so many good days throughout the year. So why not take every opportunity to do this? The second video, I want to talk about where we left off in the first one. The basic questions as I described, what everybody should be thinking about, right? In order to start the awakening path. Hope if you haven't seen that video, take a look. If you're interested, in my opinion, where do we come from? What are we doing here? What's our purpose? Where do we go next? Is everything fake, right? Are things real? So let's talk about how we got here, right? If there's any explanation to this. So I do believe there is a spiritual evolution involved. What do I mean by that? We come here to to have a purpose. Okay, most of us at least. We come here to evolve, to become better human beings, because we are eternal. I'm sure you've heard that. We are eternal beings. We are energy, consciousness. We don't die. Our physical body dies. I don't know how this doesn't make any sense. I don't know how this doesn't make sense to some people. Well, I'd say most people in the world, right? People are brainwashed by religion. Oh yeah, you die and that's it. Oh, you go to heaven or you go to hell and you wait for whoever and then blah, 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 right? How? If we are infinite beings, that means that there's a continuation. Okay, this is not the end of the road. There's more to life. Otherwise, what's the point of all this? You're born in a family. How messed up it is don't matter, right? You're born in a family for a reason. You're born in a place for a reason. And by the way, it said that we chose this. Okay, so no one is a victim of anything. Sometimes I have a hard time understanding that, but I'll go over that later. But that's where things start making sense. You see, there's got to be more to this. Again, what's the point of being born, going through all these experiences, living life, good or bad, right? Good or bad. Some of us are here just going through fucking hardships, right? Hard times, going through difficult life, and some of us are having a crazy good life. Okay, like I heard on YouTube the other day, this chick gets an allowance from her dad of $30,000 a month. God damn, good for her, right? But think about this: is she really learning anything? She has to be learning something, but is she really? Or is she wasting this opportunity to perhaps do good things with this money, right? To help others, right? To elevate her consciousness. Is she really doing that, or is she just using this life to pursue materialistic things and a very superficial life? Okay, and for some, that's a great life. For me, I don't know. I don't know if that would be really good. It might be dope for a moment, right? Because you're like, damn, I'm living life, right? I got everything. My father's giving me everything. I'm not really stressing about nothing. But, again, in a spiritual perspective, that's got to be hard, man. That's got to be incredibly hard. And the other coin too, right? You're born in a very difficult place to live in, a lot of violence, just hardships. Like, how do you grow if your mind is just focused on survival? Right? How can you focus on growing spiritually? People can tell these people, like, yo, go meditate. Yeah, right, I ain't meditating. I gotta wake up at 4 a.m. to hop on a bus, a 2-hour commute to go to work and get paid pennies. It's hard. And maybe there is way more to this than we can imagine. We're here to evolve. But what if some people are just batteries for some shadow beings, right? The real controllers of this matrix. I started questioning this a lot too. I started questioning this because, yeah, not everything can be just, oh yeah, everything's great, yeah, we're here evolving, this and that, but yeah, but what about the people that have absolutely no opportunities? Okay. And what about the people that have everything and they don't do anything? I mean, everybody has a choice, right? It's not that you're born in an area and you're forced into crimes and forced into murders, right? Nobody's forced into that. Everybody has a choice. Right? But it's certainly hard. No wonder everything is negative, right? Because maybe we're feeding off certain beings, okay? But we'll talk about that some other time, at another opportunity. Just food for thought. Think about it. So that's it, right? We come from somewhere. We're energy. We're infinite. So there's definitely a purpose to this. Let me give an example. There's this kid on this story on YouTube that I saw years ago. This little kid, right? Must have been 3 or 4 years old, and he started drawing warplanes. And his parents are like, "Hey, where is this kid taking this from? We've never talked about wars. You know, he's only 3 or 4 years old, so definitely not us. Where is he getting this information from?" And this kid is coming out with names. He's saying, yeah, that was me in a past life. I was a World War II pilot. In a nutshell, guys, look this up. He told them where his plane fell in the water. We're not talking about on land where they found the parts and stuff, you know. No, in the water. They found the plane in the water. He mentioned his sister's name in that lifetime. They found the sister, she's still alive. And she confirmed that she had a brother, this and that, right? So, you see, there's a lot of stories that confirm this. We have multiple lives. And the church is like, nah, that's all nonsense. So, why is the church hiding this information? Why is the church making people believe that there's nothing more to life than this? Think about it. That's because they have power over everybody. I'm gonna simply explain this, okay? We're talking about power. No wonder the Roman Catholic religion is the most powerful institution on this planet. Because they hold all the knowledge within their libraries, which is super secretive. Nobody's allowed to go in there. That's already a red flag. Okay? That's already a big red flag. They don't want people to go in there and study the history of humans and the world. Guys, it's so freaking blatant. It's so in our faces. I don't even understand how people don't see this. They make you believe in a God. I digress. I'm going crazy here. See how my mind works? Let me go back to the questions. We'll talk about that some other time. Well, hopefully this serves as a let's start questioning things, huh? So the other thing is, where do we go after we die, right? Like I said, we're infinite beings. There's more to life than this. So ever hear people talking about oh, they can see spirits, right? The houses are haunted, and there's all these horror movies, right, which is based off real stories. So where do you think they're getting this from? Obviously, there's another, let's call it dimension or spiritual world or realm that people, basically when we die, again, we're energy, right? So basically when we die, our physical body dies, but our spirit, soul, whatever you want to call it, moves on, okay? And depending on how your frequency is when you die, okay, basically, if you're a good person, doing good things, vibrating at the higher frequencies, love, kindness, goodness, you're gonna get related things when you die. If you're on the opposite end, negative, right? You're doing negative stuff, murdering, killing, freaking no empathy. What do you think you're gonna get? Not respecting your body, using drugs. What do you think is going to happen? For every action, there is a consequence. It's plain and simple. How can you not understand this? For every action, there will be a consequence, either in this life or another life. Okay? So perhaps you're going through hardships now, or whatever the case may be. You're going through things now because you have certain things that you have to take care of. Okay? Things that you need to go through in order to correct certain things, right? In order to amend certain things. Things that you've done or things that were possibly done to you, okay? Think about it. You got a family that has twins, an example. And if they're coming from the same mother, same father, okay, they're born at the same time. We're not talking about, oh yeah, one kid was born whatever days or months, years apart. Like, no, right? They're twins. So they should have the same thing, right? And how come they're so different? It's so simple. Like, one can be a homosexual, the other one can be straight and violent, the other one is peaceful. They're so different. How? That's because we carry different experiences from previous lives. And these experiences are shaping our consciousness or subconscious, which is affecting us currently. So, I mean, if you dig in, you're going to start making sense of things. Problem is, people are just too busy listening to what other people are saying. You may be listening to me, but I'm making you question things, right? That's why I'm giving examples. You got to think outside the box. You got to look within also. Start connecting the dots yourselves. The church is profiting. The system, well, not the church, okay, let me correct myself. The system is profiting from people's ignorance. Because the more ignorant people are, the more control they have. So, the whole point here, again, we're here to learn. We're here to evolve. One day better than the other. One step at a time. But the point is to get better. To be a better human. To have more knowledge. Knowledge is power. People are like, oh no, like ignorance is bliss. Is it really? Do you want to remain a puppet? Do you want to remain a slave? And look, by no means I am a rich person. I'm free from the matrix, as some call it, okay? I'm by far, I'm none of that. I'm still struggling. Again, it's 10:30 something, and I'm going home from work. I'm just a regular dude, okay? But my goal is to one day understand the system and have complete power over my choices and not let a government, a system dictate my actions. I hope this helps a little. And again, guys, I'm doing my best as I ride, so that sometimes my mind is all over the place. As I'm riding, I'm paying attention on the road and cars and this and that, right? And but this is, I mean, I do this every time I ride and I drive. I'm thinking about things. I'm trying to connect the dots. I'm listening to videos. I'm listening to documentaries and podcasts, right? And I am doing everything I can to have my truth. I just don't let people say, "Hey, this is the truth," and I'm like, "Yes, I'll follow your truth." Like, no, 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 no. To me, it has to make sense. And maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe there is none of this, but I'm okay with it. I think this makes sense in my heart. My intuition is guiding me this way. Again, guys, I always say this: take it or leave it. Do what you will with this information. All I'm trying to do is vibrate at a higher frequency and help myself and help others. Okay, so again, thank you for watching. Please share and like. This helps the channel to grow. I'm new at this. This would help immensely. So thank you again. Take care and ride safe. Peace.